Just in is this candy apple red 1967 Ford Mustang Fastback. Powered by its 289 two-barrel V8 engine with power steering. It's about to rain here, so I'm just going to kind of go through this as quick as I can. Bottom side of the hood is painted beautifully. Engine compartment looks fantastic as well. All nice and solid on the top of the inner fender aprons. I don't think you could get this 289 to run any nicer. This paint job was done 28 years ago, I was told by the previous owner. And it still looks beautiful today. As you look up and down the sides, it's super straight. I just put these brand new chrome Torque Thrust 2 American Racing wheels on with brand new BFG raised white letter tires. If a guy would rather have the originals, I have the original tires and the original rims and hubcaps, and they look great as well. So I would sell this car cheaper with the original hubcaps and wheels if that's an option that you want. Bumpers and GT fog lights are in beautiful shape on the front here. Whole front of this car looks fantastic. For a 28-year-old paint job, there's absolutely no disappointments in person when you see this car. As you look up and down the hood, the gap's nice. It fits the fender really nice on both sides. Gap's a little tighter on the passenger side than it is on the driver, but still nice and even from front to back. Our chrome on the hood, the grill chrome is original and still looks good. Horse and corral looks good still, but there is a few pits in that. If we look close, you can tell they just needs to be polished up a little better, but there is a few pits in that. The deluxe hood has the turn signals in them and they work. Paint on the hood is excellent. This car has all been just freshly buffed out and it's just got a brilliant shine to it. Top of the hood is excellent. As we look at I just put the new tires and wheels and brand new wheel well trim, so that's all new. I don't see any blemishes on the front fender on the passenger side. As we look at this door gap from top to bottom, it's excellent. Very nicely gapped. No chips along that gap. No blisters on the corner of the doors that I can see anywhere. Check how nice this body line lines up from the door to the quarter, both top and bottom. This car should definitely not sit around long. Really turned out nice. No blisters behind the rear wheel. Over the wheel well is excellent. No blisters there either. If we look really close, there's a couple, maybe there might have been just a little paint run that was wet sanded and buffed out right above. There's a couple blemishes, one there, and there's just a little line right there too above those louvers. As we look up and down the sides, it's super straight, super clean. 289 two-barrel, single exhaust, never had duals on it. That's something, if you want to, you can definitely add. Back bumper is not perfect, but has a great shine. As far as our gas cap, that shows just a little bit of wear, but it's in great condition, and that's original. It's all original around our taillight chrome here. As cheap as this taillight chrome is, that probably should be replaced. The taillights are excellent, they look in great shape, but the chrome around those taillights is lightly pitted. I think they're about 60 bucks for the whole set. So as we look across the hood, or the top of the roof, there's no hail dings anywhere that I can see. It's nice and clean. Our gap all the way around the trunk lid is really nice. Fits really nicely with the top of the quarters. Like I said, you can see a reflection anywhere in this paint. It's got a great shine. We open up her door. It does have the correct stoppers. Corners of the door is perfect. Never had any body filler on that corner. That's why there's no blisters on the outside. As we come in here in the door jamb paint is just as nice as the exterior paint. It was all done at the same time. It's always been, as far as I can recall, I'm pretty sure this was a T code, which is the candy apple red. Door panels original, excellent condition. Armrest is good. Rubbers are a little hardened, but they're still pliable, so I think we're fine with the rubbers. I wouldn't change them. Same thing with roof rail rubbers. One of the main things, guys, is I forgot to tell you, this is a 79,625 original mile car to my knowledge. So it does have some original owner's manual, original warranty card comes with it. And the previous owner had said to me that they believe that the 79,625 miles was correct. Judging by the the way everything fits, original interior in the car, I'm guessing that's probably correct. As we look at the dash pad's in really good shape, appears to be original. We do have, this piece is only about 10 bucks too, it's very reasonable. But this little piece right here does have a crack in it. As we look at our console, it's got the full factory console. We'll let that radio warm up a little bit.
The health savings account is funded.
Factory AM radio in its factory console, and that's in great shape. As we open up here, it's got the factory warranty cards in it and factory owner's manual. Glove box is in good shape as well. This car was sold brand new out of Wisconsin. Kick panels are great. Carpet's in fantastic shape. We have a little seam split right here on the side of that seat. After I got done sitting in it, the seat backs are good. Back seat is a fold down rear seat. It's got the seat belts in the back and seat belts in the front. It's got the retractable. It has the overhead console as well. Both of the lights work in the back. As far as the dome lights, the back plastic door panels and stuff are in good shape as well. Headliner is fantastic. I mean, that overhead console is still great. Held up nice. The headliner's perfect. I don't see any rips, tears, or seam splits in that anywhere. The main thing with the interior is the seats are original, so you have a little seam split, just a little fading and stuff on the original seats. But the rest of the interior looks excellent. Doors shut nice. For $35,000, it's going to be hard to find a nicer 67 Mustang for the money. As we look up and down the driver's side, it's just as straight as the passenger. The back tail light panel, the back reverse lights, stuff like that is in great shape. No blisters around the rear quarter. Anywhere in front of the rear quarter is excellent. Lower fenders, doors, everything's in great shape. We do have a little chip here, and we do have a tiny little chip way down here in that corner. So the driver's side has a couple small chips. And remember I told you the passenger side, this line was absolutely 100% perfect. This one just sags just a little bit there. And the door gap, it fits tight on the top. Just on the bottom here, I'm guessing it's probably had a new quarter, maybe on this driver's side. As far as our gap goes in the front, the gap's nice and even from top to bottom. No blisters or blemishes anywhere in that lower door or the lower fender. It's just starting to sprinkle here now. As this car was sitting here running, it idles great, sounds great, there's no smoke. Corner on the door on the driver's side is perfect, just like the passenger. The color is T, which is candy apple red for 67. Body 63A, trim is 2A, which is black. Date 16C, DSO is 45, which I'm pretty sure was Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Axle 0 and trans is W, which is C4. So just a bone stock original car, pretty much exactly how it came from the factory. The driver's side door panel is in good shape. You can tell it's the original. It's got a little wear through mark right there, and just that little chrome is peeling a little bit. If a guy wanted to, probably could replace the inserts there. They're about 40 bucks. Roof rail rubbers, a little dry, but they're still the originals. As we look at that original interior, it just shines nice, looks nice. Horn works. visors are in perfect shape and they're still nice and tight. Rear view mirror is nice. Gives you a good look at the back seat from the other side here. Both of the rear dash lights work, and the light works under here, and the light works under here when the doors open. So all four of the courtesy lights work. Look at this. Even the map lights both work on it. Overhead console's got the wood grain in it. This slide console has a little secret compartment, and that slider works nice and freely. As I mentioned, the AM radio works, the horn works, gas gauge works, oil pressure, temp gauge, alternator gauge all work. Wipers work. $79,625 miles on the odometer. Believed to be original, but I cannot prove that. Heater fan works on all 3 speeds. Turn signals work on the hood, both left and right. So, in my opinion, went through everything. Every single thing works except for the factory clock. Remember, this is just the bone stock 289 2-barrel, but still that transmission kicks down, shifts nice. It's got plenty of get up and go. And if the next customer decides he wants to put dual exhaust with a 4-barrel intake and carburetor, that'd be a nice little bonus to it to give it another 25 horsepower. Another great thing about this Mustang Fastback is it's got power steering. And that's huge on these cars. It steers nice. No play in the steering wheel. It's very tight. Does not need an alignment. As far as our brakes go, they're drum brakes on the front. We've got just a very, very small pull to the left the first time we apply the brakes hard. Transmission shifts nice and smooth, kind of sets you back in your seat a little bit. Shifts right into third as soon as I let up at about 60. Roll up the window here. Nice tight old Mustang Fastback. The steering is not sloppy. The car runs and drives great down the road. Definitely feels to me like a 79,000 original mile car. Buy with confidence. This is a great looking, great driving 67 Mustang Fastback that the transmission kickdown works on. Here's our high-speed braking from about 65. Here we go. See, it's just got that one little pull to the left at first. Then we have a nice stop, nice straight stopping, and a good pedal too.